Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. So they had this really cute video. I guess one of the guys put it up and it was about, hey, which type of black woman is your type? And just a plethora of beautiful black women, different skin tones, albino. Some sisters had alopecia, but still just basking in their beauty. So, and this is not of some type of girl on girl video, no. But you know what my type of black woman is? The kind that doesn't engage in fake sisterhood. Yeah, that kind of sister. So life happens to us all, and people go through different things. And I just noticed one person in particular, um, when things kind of got bad for them, we all rally around. It's like, oh my gosh, what happened? You know, people reach out, let's be there, because that's just the thing that women do, especially if we have this so-called sisterhood. I am convinced that the sisterhood, I know it's been fragile in some cases, um, but also it's a lot of fakery, a lot of foolery. And when things happen, that's when things something bad happens to a person, and you'll watch other people and their interaction. Some women are just takers, just like men. Well, speaking about women, some are just takers. They just take. But then when something else happens to someone else, you're like, hey, you hear it happened to so and so. Let's try to be positive, be there for the person. And it's crickets. It's like, didn't we all gather and rally around you to pull you through something? Oh, but now it's someone else's turn, and you're like, crickets. See, it can't be a true sisterhood when you want women to show up when it's bad for you, but then when it's somebody else, you hear crickets. Hello, are you there? Do you hear us hollering out to you? Insensitive. And then you wonder why some women, they don't want to make friends, they don't want to really engage with people. It just goes wrong. I had a situation where you're meeting a friend of a friend, and then out of the gate, you don't know what the friend has told them about you, but obviously they may think they know something about your finances, and then out of the gate, it's like day one, out of the gate, they come up with a business proposal, and uh, you're asking for some money, don't even know you. It's like, wow, talk about get right to it. You meet somebody maybe for 15 minutes, if that 15-20 minutes tops, and already you giving your elevator pitch with a ask. You're asking for tens of thousands of dollars. And it's like, how would the person know to come at you like that? Maybe the mutual friend that you know told them something about you. And then when you're not gung ho about it, because nobody just jumps in feet first, or you don't have a pro. It's like, wow, so you expect somebody just to say, yay, jump on board. It's like, this is not how business is done. Is there going to be a contract? You just jump into it and you want somebody to make a decision now. Who does that? Somebody on the come up. We have to be very careful, because some women are used to so-called fake sisterhood to be a social climber. They can use the fake sisterhood in order to maybe try to extract resources from somebody else to benefit themselves and maybe a fellow friend. So the sisterhood right now, I wouldn't be. You have to be very careful. Wouldn't be taking any new membership applications. You'll see people will know somebody for years, and you're like, what's the issue? And then you may find out, oh, so maybe this person has gone through something. It could be their health. Don't let it be the finances. It could be their health, their finances. And then The jealousy exists in a sisterhood, and you realize the person always had that big, beautiful home. Always. Maybe they had an inheritance. Unlike everybody in their family, these are intelligent, beautiful black people. They're business oriented. Uh, all the homes that I've seen them in, it's like everybody's doing well. And then you look up, you're thinking that's the norm because you've done it for a long time. Somebody all of a sudden been harboring some jealousy. All of a sudden been harboring some jealousy. And it's like, wow. So then when you think it's a sisterhood, they're really standing back because you know what? They want all the information. Can you at least pick up a phone and put like you give a darn some kind words? Can you do that? Can't even do that. Why? They've been jealous all along. And now maybe this person had a bad car accident or a wreck or something happened. The money's still intact, but just to be a kind word and check up on them. Are you okay? Crickets. Why? Because then you start to realize that all along with that fake sisterhood, the jealousy was there. The jealousy was there, and now that one person may be ill or have a physical injury, that jealousy is so strong, they can't even pick up the phone and just check on someone. Why? Because it was a fake sisterhood from the beginning, and that jealousy and that envy was there all along. And now it's time for you to show up like everybody else showed up for you. They haven't called and checked on you. Fake sisterhood. You cannot have a sisterhood to have it convenient when it benefits you. Me, 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 me. And then you wonder why. That's why a lot of people, they say it's lonely at the top. You can be at the middle or at the bottom. People are so full of it these days. You wonder why some people just rather be alone. Don't want to be bothered. I totally get it. Which black women are your type? My type is a one that understands true sisterhood and not one that just want to take, 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 take. Not one that's bitter, unresolved issues. A bitter person is a dangerous person. A bitter woman, oh, she's very dangerous. I'm going to give you a storyline on the next video um, about Miss Bitter B. Sometimes karma come knocking. hmm What's my type? Women that aren't this fake friendships. Again, you can have a sisterhood only when you need one. You may look up somebody may get blessed financially, something's going really well with them. Then you look up, oh hey, so and so had this over here going on, and here's what it's an upside for everybody. They'll tell everybody except the one who what? The one who's doing well financially. Maybe they had an influx of cash or they're gonna get one. And it's like, why is it? Because you already know what it is. That person, what they figure is, oh my, it's going well for that individual. They're really not happy for them. You don't want it to get any better for them. You know, their happiness, this good moment in time for them, that's enough. You sure don't want a second blessing to come. So you make sure everybody else knows about it except that individual. Why? You're afraid they're going to get blessed again? If it's meant for them to have something, you can't stop it. But that right there, these are things that happen in the fake sisterhood. These are things that happen in the fake sisterhood. So when I given the economy and when I hear things specifically geared toward my community, and they're going to have to pull together and be, yeah, you're going to have to kind of count me out. We're going to have to, women are going to have to pull together and support other women. No, I mean, yes, if you can do that, great. But I'm not down with the trauma bond. I'm not. Oh, let's get together and be sisters. Why? Because it's gone bad for you. Why? Because it's convenient for you. But when other people need you, again, they're just asking you to show an act of kindness, of act of caring that you really give a darn. And you can't even do that. Why? It lets you know. Small acts of kindness, people do that because it's not real. The sisterhood is not real. It is fake. There are a lot of bitter, toxic women that exist in the community, in the world. And on this side, I'm going to say times two. Some women been on the struggle of bus day one. Some of us never took a ride on it. And then the one that we gather around and get off that bus, guess what? You try to help that chick out, that crazy thing might turn around and be mad at you, the ones that try to help. So the women get together and rally. Yeah, on this new sisterhood, I'm good. I am good. I don't have time for the backstabbing, the fakery, the foolery, the nonsense, the jealousy. Because sometimes you can learn being around a lot of people that may be your downfall. They want to know what you're doing, what's your plans. The worst thing you can do is tell them you might want to move like a G in lasagna silently. You don't need to broadcast everything you're doing on Facebook and on this and on. There's no need to. It'll only be to your detriment. Oh, but the sisterhood. I told a person, I said, no, I said this, I said, so and so, she's real cool to hang out with. And, she's funny. She's a, fun girl. I said, but no, I said, but we operate from a different element. Whatever you got going on, she'll put it all on Facebook. And you could be in a situation where you're trying to accomplish something. You will have your ops over there trying to check social media, hoping to gain something. Oh, people do it all the time in business. They will reach out to people that know you and try to get information. And the last thing you need, you better trust and believe me. If you don't believe anything else I tell you, the last thing you need, especially when you're operating with them other folk, and it might be some big money on the line. Oh, the last thing you need is the so-called fake sister, because they will do it for free. They'll tell anything and everything they can to bring down a business deal, a serious matter, for free. So the sisterhood, uh-uh. I'm gonna have to kind of pass on it. And it may not be you directly, but I can assure you, when you see how people act or people that you know, and you know the backstory, it's a good person that's positive and caring and understanding. When you see that and they start to degrade that person and down that person and dog that person, and then when it's time to be there for them, a disappearing act, don't think that's just them. No, that's who that person is. And if they do it to them, they'll do it to you. You could have things going on. Other people, they could be jealous that you even have. It could even be an idea. They might be mad that you have an idea. They may see, you know what? There is going to be a rainbow at the end. Fake sisterhood is hanging around. They might try to give information to your opposition. Fake sisterhood is hanging around to see if they can extract some resources for when it goes down. Or hanging around hoping that it doesn't work out. And that's the part that's really sad. So when you hear all this talk about, oh, and the women got to stick together it sounds nice. It really does. But we have to look at the reality of people. That's the sad part. We got to stick together. Uh-huh. I have heard that so many times. Oh my gosh. I've heard that so many times. And then stand back and watch and see what happens. It might lead to more trauma. And it's sad. The self-hatred is real. The jealousy is real. And the scary part is when you see people you've known for years and you're like, wow, that's how that person moves. That's the scary part. You wonder why people say, oh, it's lonely at the top. You don't even have to be at the top. But guess what? You might be maybe headed that way. You may be at the top. Doesn't mean like success and money. You may be at the top of being your best self. You may be at the top, which can mean being at your most healed self. And you're not down with the foolery. You don't always have a sad story to tell. Your most healthy self, physically, mentally, emotionally. And then that may set you on a trajectory to do things you wanted to do that you hadn't done before, to be yourself, to be at the top of your game. It doesn't always mean, oh, I'm rich and you're gonna be. No, 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 no. It doesn't always mean that. You can be at the top of your game. This is only at the top. You can be at the top because you're able to support yourself and be comfortable. Maybe you're juggling bills, but you got a plan so one day you don't have to juggle. So when you find yourself elevating at the top, it's sad to say, all the sisterhood may not be rooting for you. Somebody in the sisterhood could be well put together. You think she's doing fine. Well put. Jealousy. She might want to be the only one that's doing fine. See, so it's too many variables in this so-called sisterhood. You're like, so-and-so's doing fine. Why would they do that? Because she might want to be the star. She might want to be the star. And so she's been on top, and maybe she's got a better setup than somebody else. Heaven forbid somebody else, this might be their turn. The universe is turning things around, and you think she's going to be happy for you. Oh, girl, great. So all this, let's get women together, and we're going to get together and support each other. If you've got that, great, I support it. But if you haven't found that now, you might want to be very careful. Because a sisterhood, it can be toxic. It can be dangerous. It can be very toxic, very dangerous. It can be messy, it can be ugly. And some just take. So yeah, all this talk about, things in the community, specific to my community. Oh, what they're going to have to do is yeah, it's a lot of bitterness. There's a lot of anger in the sisterhood. And for the sisterhood to be effective, you're going to need a lot of healing. You can have a whole lot of people around, but if the people need healing, if they are toxic, if they're backbiting and negative and taking and stabbing you in the back and not wishing you well, you don't have a sisterhood. No, you just have a group of women that's just going to stay down, keep you down emotionally. You just have a mess that you're in. You got a sister mess. If it's filled with people that have some serious issues and they are not in a healed position, and they're part of they're Miss TDG, the tear down group. That's her membership card that's in her purse, and she's like, oh yeah, part of a sisterhood. What are TDGs? The tear down group. That's what they do. They just tear down everybody else. So in this economy, I think a lot of people got to come up with a sisterhood. I did a video, I think last year, where it was black women looking to other black women for employment due to all the massive layoffs, which is affecting everybody regardless of your race. And I thought about it. So I told a friend of mine. One woman said, I was like, she's been knowing about you and your business, your family business, but she never showed up. Oh, but now she's laid off, and looks like those folk aren't hiring. She wants to come, circle the wagon, circle back to black. The person is a taker. That person is a taker. So what she needs to do, the people that she believed in, that she spent her money with in that business, the same kind that your family has, why don't she reach out to them and see if they will hire her? No, you want to circle back to black. Well, nothing else is going wrong. It's looking bleak and it's looking whack. Oh, that person is a user. I'm not having any kind of conversation about a business idea. No, what I've got going on or what we're working on. No, thank you. Your expertise is not needed. It's not desired. I'm sure as heck not paying a consultation fee. If it was a sisterhood, she would have been supported from the get-go. But no, like I said, that good paying job has ended, and looks like Brad and Henry aren't hiring. So what is she thinking? Is getting kind of desperate, getting kind of serious. Oh, let me circle back to black. What do y'all got going on? That's okay. The same thing we had going on when you were doing well. We're not going to start a sisterhood now with you. I'm not. The application, honey, it will be denied. I'm not. No, I don't want any parts of it. So be very careful When the economy gets challenging, people come with a whole lot of saying of what we ought to do, what you need to do. But ask yourself this question: where were they when things were going well for them, when they were able to do those things then? Where were they in the building process? Did they come to you then? Again, sisterhood, I see a lot of bitter women, and if some are positive, you can just stand back and watch. Your slip is showing, and it's not a good look. So yeah, the sisterhood, let's get together and we're going to this and we're going to do that. Be very careful with that, because some people are bringing that rhetoric. I am telling you, they're only coming with that because they want to find someone they can use and abuse under the disguise of a sisterhood. They're just trying to get over. Need some help right now. I need somebody to push me up a little bit. And once they get the help that they need, the sisterhood will be over indeed. It will never be your turn. And it's sad. That's the reality. Anyway, let me know what you think about the video. You may have a different point of view. That's fine. Feel free to share it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out. Sisterhood.